Hey, everybody, just having some technical difficulties. We'll get started in the next 2 minutes. I'm so sorry that we're a little late. We'll get you out of here on time. Good to see everybody. We'll be right with you. I just need 2 more minutes to be exact. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good to see everybody. Good to see you. Was having some technical difficulties with my guests coming in, but we are here. We are most definitely here, and good to see you, everybody. Glad that everybody's in the house. And let me just see here. Do I have my? Why is it now? Now everything went to go crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's see. Give me 1 second, everybody. Oh, no wonder. Bars. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Good to see everybody. I'm glad to see that you're here. We see some people here on YouTube. Tiffany, what's up, my sis? Good to see you. I see 5 other people. I see you all are coming in. I see you all in our chat line. We're waiting for our guest to come on in, but we're going to actually get started. And he's here. Wonderful. All right. So I want to get started real quick. Listen, I want to say for all of those who don't know me, welcome to Manifest Thoughts Podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Our starting goal is to help 500 people bring their imagination into reality by way of putting things to work. And we want to help you out and coach you in there. And by the way, for me, for the first time, my name is Donald Francis. It's so nice to meet you. I'm so happy that you're here with us. And you're not going to see us here, but you'll see us on It's Life Podcast, right there located on YouTube and on Facebook. Listen, if you want to see a new short film that's coming out today, guess what? It's called It. Nothing more to say, but you'll find it right there on It's All You TV. ITZALLYOU TV. And I want to make sure I said It's Life Podcast and not It's All You TV, because sometimes I'll do that. If you can't see us during the week, you can also catch us right here on Channel 49 TV every single Sunday. Just copy the link there and you'll see it right there, Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Sunday. And I'm glad to see everybody here. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad that you're here. Guess what, y'all? I have my special guest that's going to be coming in. His name is Mr. Jerome from Honsome Problem Podcast. And today, our topic is man struggles, part 3. And I'm glad that we see Gab, we see Tasha. Good to see you all. Glad to see everybody. We're talking about man struggles, and female ladies, y'all can help us out. So even today, glad to see everybody that's here. So man struggles. We had part 1, we had part 2, and today is part 3. And before we get that started, listen, don't forget our giveaways, and we'll be right back. And we'll be back with our guests. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Donald Francis, and welcome to Manifested Thoughts Podcast, where we're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Yo, we're already giving away gifts, and we're only a few subscribers in. The only thing you have to do is go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. One more time, manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. After you do that, you'll type in giveaways and type in one of the topics that we've talked about on our platform. And bam, it's over. Just like that. Back to the program. Gonna hit the ground running. Yeah, y'all, don't forget to go into our giveaways. You can go and you can have our giveaways. Actually, you can be a participant. All you got to do is go right there to Gmail, manifestthoughts88@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? And go and type in giveaways, just like we said on, the line. And we talked about how all you got to do is just type in what episode that you've seen, and bam, that's it. You're right there. All right. So please be a part of our giveaways. We'll be happy about that. That's the stuff that keep our station thriving, as an early stage. All right. And as our early stage, and then I'll come up and then I'll, on our way to being what we need to be. You get what I'm saying? Slow wins. We're always there. But I'm glad to see you all. Listen, y'all, today we're talking about, like I said, man struggles. And but today we're coming from another part, because we talked about, the working man. We talked about the young man who who learned how to take the H up and just handle it. We talked about the young man that looked for acceptance from his father, looked for acceptance, period. And then we also talked about the man that walk around and living hurt, and if you haven't seen that, please go back to part 1, part 2, and you'll understand this live broadcast. But today we're talking about just the theme of my homie's podcast, which is called Honsome Men Problems. You get what I'm saying? And so often I talk to a lot of young ladies who talk to me as I counsel them about their companion and stuff like that. They're looking for a companion and stuff like that, and they find themselves liking a particular type of brother. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason or another, no matter how much wrong he does, for some reason she keep going back to him, over and over and over and over. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, and so we ask the question today, does the brothers who seem to be the pretty boys, the handsome dudes, do they have privileges over average type of brothers? And the reason why we're doing this, and what does this have to do with manifestation? It has all to do with manifestation. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because even though we oppose that particular question to all of you, we want to be able to build up the inner man, of our brothers, just to let them know you don't have to have a specific aesthetic. You don't have to have a particular complexion. You don't have to have a particular height. You don't have to have a particular, physique, what I'm saying, in order for you, keep yourself together, right? But in order for you, to have and work toward the kind of family, the kind of companion that you want and stuff like that, listen, there are ways that you can do this and be the person that you are and be acceptance. Because I'm gonna tell you this, brothers today, they don't talk about the fact they want to be like another brother. They become competitive to that particular brother because they feel sort of threatened. And also I felt, and I know that there are certain young men who are considered to be the pretty boys, in which we're going to talk about that. We bring our boy Jerome in, that they have sometimes the biggest case of low self-esteem to some degree, and we want to talk about that today. You feel what I'm saying? And we want to build up the brothers today, and he's looking dapper as always. You feel what I'm saying? And he has the podcast, Honsome Men Problem Podcast. He's been doing like different head talking videos, on his page. We'll talk about where you find him and stuff like that. But he's no stranger to this particular platform. He's assisted me a lot. He's helped me out with a lot. And I want for all of you to just dive in, go get your young brothers, go get the person that might feel like he can't make it. Oh, because right now I don't have a haircut, but I'm feeling good. You feel what I'm saying? But again, you know what I'm saying? We want to talk to the brother and build up that inner man. And I think my brother's ready. You know what I'm saying? He's in the back, doing his thing. And we're going to pull him in. Look, I introduced to some and present to others who's no stranger on our platform, Mr. Jerome, Patterson, all the way from Handsome Man Problems Podcast. What's going on, my dude?
What's up, man? You see what's
Yeah.
going on? I'm
Yeah,
outside.
I see what's going on. You outside in the cold. You outside in the cold, bro?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm outside in the cold. I see to it that work has to get done some way, somehow. The weather don't stop, rain or shine.
Yo, that is so funny. I just got off the phone with my wife and we are talking about something similar to this. Saying how, just the grind is real. You feel what I'm
It's
saying?
it's really real, man. If I get the phone call that I have to do an interview and it's burning fire out here, I'm gonna pick up the phone and get the interview done. That's
Yes,
that's how I
sir.
see
Yes, sir. So look, I'm not going to prolong you because I don't want you to be too cold, though. I know you're snug in the rug right now. You feel what I'm saying?
it.
And first, let me just say, yo, thank you again for just availing yourself to us. You feel what I'm saying? And sharing some of the value that you're about to share with us. And again, we're talking about, saying brothers, the pretty boys, saying? The dudes that got the drip, the dudes, what I'm saying? And a lot of times people don't know. And again, I was gonna surprise you and show some of your real. And he's like, yo, somebody asked me, what I'm saying, do pretty boys get away with certain things and have privileges? He's like, yeah, we do, and
Yup.
again, but we want to talk about this. We want to talk about this because there's a lot of insecure brothers who
A
don't know
lot.
how to categorize, what I'm saying, their insecurity by letting them know, listen, bro, you don't have to look like this or look like that person or what I'm saying, just it comes from within. You feel what I'm saying? So look,
Yeah,
real
100.
quick, I want to throw something at you and want to talk about, what I'm saying, the brother, first of all, what I'm saying, who, as soon as he show up, and let me paint the picture real quick and we'll get it in,
Okay.
as soon as he show up, he got the hat you got on, he got the drip that you got on. He walk into I won't even say a club because a club is something that's too typical, right? He
Right.
comes to the reception hall or he comes to the birthday party. You feel what I'm saying? As
Mm-hmm.
soon as he step in, because of his drip alone, demand attention. You feel what I'm saying? Heads are
Right.
turning, guys and
Right.
girls, not because they funny, but because they like, whoa, 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 hold on. We felt a different energy,
Right. Right.
right away, right away. And I wanted to make this template, and I'm gonna just throw some topics out there, and then we can just take it away.
Okay.
They talk about the stereotype
Mm-hmm.
and how sometimes brothers who have a specific demeanor, have a certain aesthetic, have a certain look, what I'm saying, they're oftentimes stereotyped. And I'm gonna tell you what research says is handsome, what I'm saying, individuals are often stereotyped as being less intelligent, skilled, right? Or hardworking. Because people might
Wow.
assume their achievements is due to their looks rather than their abilities. What do you have to say to that, big bro? Dive into it, bro.
Oh man, their achievements. They get their achievements by their looks.
See what they were saying is that oftentimes handsome brothers or nice looking brothers to certain sisters, they are stereotyped that they don't have intelligence, they don't work hard, only
Right.
because it's only attributed to their looks and how they dress, that they don't have to do any of this stuff.
Right. Right. So
And rather than look at the actual abilities that they have, which is more than what they,
right. Right. so that's genuinely where my podcast platform uh, is drawn from.
yeah,
Um, 100%. I would say that that's true. That can be true to a certain degree. That based off his looks, that it can seem that he have or not have things put together.
yeah,
Um, but I will say, with the privilege of looking good, yeah, you might get a bypass in a lot of things. Um, and for the most part, I could say from my experience growing up, I've experienced having handsome man privileges, you know, um,
yeah,
to where I didn't have you had. You have something to say? The connection is breaking up.
No,
I
we
didn't.
good. We good. We
Oh,
good.
okay, okay.
I was nodding my head.
Um,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So growing up, I didn't understand it then what this privilege was, but I didn't have to ask for a lot of things. A lot of things was given to me, a lot of things was shared with me, a lot of things was just put in my lap off the strength of just being handsome. I didn't have to sound intelligent. I didn't have to articulate my words in a certain way. It's pretty much once I stepped in the spot, I had it, and I I tell you today, nowadays, I know what it is now, but before I couldn't put my finger on it. Like, why am I getting all this privilege? Why all these women like me? Why do they like me like this?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I didn't see me. And truth be told, I didn't have the best grades in school. I didn't have the best drip. I didn't have the best choice of words when speaking. So it was confusing. Like, yo, what is this? Why am I seeing privilege when on the inside I'm looking at myself as, yo, I don't have it all together. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of boggled me. But to go back to what you were saying, yeah, you can be perceived as having it together when you look a certain way. You
Wow.
can.
Wow. Wow. Yo, bro, that was value right there. Listen, y'all, if this wow, yeah, absolutely. And Tasha said that's a sad fact sometimes that people would take a look at, you feel what I'm saying, just you and go, yo, this is what it is. And at the same time, that's not really doing you any due diligence. And that brings me to my second point. And again, bro, I don't want you to be cold out there, but here's part two, what bullet number two. And they talked about also now, from a handsome man or pretty lady perspective, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is some of the backlashes that they actually get, which is unwanted attention. Because sometimes, and what they were saying is that receiving constant attention can be overwhelming to a particular person that will make them uncomfortable.
Yes.
This could include unwanted romantic and or sexual advance. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which can be distressing, you
Right.
know, and it can,
Right.
it can be, it can be confusing. So sometimes, I guess what it's saying also is that sometimes you have people who can be given so much attention everywhere they go, such as what you just said. You feel what I'm saying? To the
Yep.
point that you can, after a while, become overwhelmed. To like, here we go with that. I've been here, done this already. What do you have to
Right.
say? You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And again, we're highlighting the brothers, but the next segment, this up and coming week, we're going to highlight a lot of the sisters, like the sister struggles. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring in some sisters and stuff like that because, again,
Mm-hmm.
nobody can work toward being their greater good without them understanding who they are, why they're where they are. So, what do you have to say
Right.
about the unwanted attention, man? Like, do you get that often? Have there ever come a time where you are like just overwhelmed?
Yes. And the word that I have for that is expectations.
Mm,
So because I look a certain way, it's almost expected for me to be a certain way. It's
wow.
almost like because I'm handsome, I look a certain way, I might be solely just generous. I might be solely just giving. I may not know how to say no. You know, um,
Okay.
that stuff comes with the unwanted attention. It's like
Wow.
I will say no sometimes. I won't give you my attention sometimes.
Hmm.
And it definitely does
Now
become.
you stuck up.
Yeah. Now you stuck up. Now you cocky. Now you arrogant. You
Hmm.
know. Now it's kind of like what's the word for it? Um, Antisocial. It's all these things that comes with being a handsome woman, or a good looking woman, or a
Right.
handsome man.
Yeah.
And I think it's not a lot of conversation about this too.
Yeah.
Um, about the privilege that comes with it and the privilege that don't. Because I want to say this: handsome is not only how well you're groomed on the outside.
Come
Handsome
on.
is how well you're groomed on the inside. That's
Woo.
my perspective on
Said it.
handsome, and that's
Come on.
why my podcast is called Handsome Man Problems, because I'm gonna be accountable for having handsome man privileges, but deep down inside, I know internally I was going through a lot. I was taking care of a lot, and it was like, y'all have no idea. I might smile a lot, but there's a lot that I'm dealing with, and
Yeah.
I took
Yeah.
that as, this is what handsome man problems look like.
Yeah.
It looks like a person like me. I'm the brand ambassador of handsome man problems. So
Right.
it's, again, I was preaching again. It's not how well you're groomed on the outside, but how well you're groomed on the inside. And I took that quote because, yes, I had handsome man privileges where I'll walk in a spot and I don't gotta say a word. The
Yeah.
drinks is coming, the smiles is coming, the applause is coming. And at this day, I'm more appreciative of that. But
Yeah.
more so growing up with it, I was just so like, where is this coming from? Um, I never was a person to seemingly like I wanted to take advantage of what seemingly like is a privilege. I
Mm.
felt like I spreaded the privilege where if I'm out and I have a privilege of receiving something, we all gonna get it, not just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking
Right.
us all. We all gonna enjoy this privilege of this handsome face that God created.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
let's say that I'm gonna give the props to my moms because what happened was I grew up with long eyelashes, thick eyebrows,
Mm.
structured cheekbones. So I to be I had to grow into this. I had to
Yes,
grow
sir.
into this.
Yes, sir.
And also too, not only of it's a thing that makes me look good. I got picked on for a lot of this stuff too. It
Wow.
was a lot that I didn't care for. But
Mm.
growing up, now I'm like, yeah, man, this my privilege here when I smile or you see my
Mhm.
white teeth or you see the girly eyelashes. That is my privilege having that.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna wear it the best that I can.
Man,
You
that
know.
that's man, mad value over there, bro. Like you're dropping jewels right now, bro. Again,
Yeah, man.
nothing like speaking, your experience and your life. You feel what I'm saying? Here's another thing too. And again, I know you got tons of stuff to say on this, even the last topic.
Yeah.
I know you got tons, but I
Yeah,
don't want
man.
you outside too long, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here's the other thing too. Now let's talk about jealousy and resentment. And I'm gonna tell you what it is that yeah, exactly. Let's go there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, and this is the way that they put it. They put, handsomeness can sometimes provoke jealousy and a resentment from others, both in person, in personal and professional settings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This can lead to strained relationships and or unfair treatment. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Because again, we talked about like the beginning of how we opened it up. You walk into the place, and all of a sudden, your presence demand attention. But
Yeah.
now you demand attention, but you have different other perspectives of that demanded attention. Some
Yeah.
females are like, "Yo, who's this?" Some dudes are like, "Who's that?" There's the jealousy. Some people are like, "Yo, that's still some nice boots or nice sneakers, whatever the case may be." Yo, how do you feel about what were your experiences about jealousy and resentment, if any, and I'm sure that they were.
It's what comes with it.
Yeah,
But the problem is, if you're not aware of yourself,
yeah,
you're gonna be dealing with problems all of your life because people want a piece of that.
yeah,
People want to be part of it. People want
yeah,
to be in the presence of it.
yeah,
People want that. So they're gonna do whatever it takes to come close to it, to get next, however it may be. Um, but it's what comes with it. Just like
yeah.
if you want to buy a house, you want
Mm-hmm.
to buy a car, it comes with bills. So if you don't want to pay bills, don't get a house, don't get a car. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? So
right.
if you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I am handsome or I am beautiful, when you step outside, there's like a laundry list or grocery list of things that comes with that. And I feel that that's what exactly handsome man problems is. The jealousy, it's not all bad and it's not all good. It's a balance because that's what it is. It comes with that. The jealousy, the envy, the hate, all the that you can name is gonna come with it. And that's been part of my journey is understanding myself and understand that this is what comes with that. And
Yeah,
this journey has helped me realize that part of being handsome is part of learning how
yeah,
to deal with the jealousy, how to deal
yeah,
with the envy, how to deal with the hate. And I really took upon myself to make it my business to know that this is what comes with it. And I've had instances where I wasn't my best self and
mm,
it was like, you know what, I wasn't aware that that this is what comes with it. I wasn't aware that this is handsome man problems. Now, when I
Right.
come across certain situations, you know what pop up in my head? Oh, this
Mm,
is a handsome man problem. Okay,
mm,
so how do
mm.
I handle this handsome man problem? What techniques do I have to handle this situation? And I'll give you a one example. You said it earlier. You going out to a little bar, a little club to have a good night, have a good time, and instantly I'll get the dudes. They'll be, got their hands up in the mold. But then as soon as I come in, I kid you not, they freeze up like they gangsters. Now they staring.
Wow.
Now they mean mugging. Now they looking crazy. And I'm like,
That's
yo,
crazy.
like, what's up with these people, man? I don't want no problems. I'm in here to have a good time like y'all. Now I'm
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
stared down. So handsome man
Wow.
problem. Let's get into it. So now what happens is, and I've experienced me doing this. I'm holding
Mm,
myself accountable. So
mhm.
now with feeling that pressure, feeling that energy, I begin to shrink myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm not walking in, shaking the room, or I'm
Wow.
not that no more. Now I
Wow.
shrunk myself
Wow.
to where
Wow.
these guys they want the show, they can have it. So now I'm in a corner, which I'm gonna give an example. I'm in a corner now in the dark, not having a good time, not enjoying myself because the people around me are inferior of my presence and
Yeah.
feel that I'm gonna, take everybody. Nah, man, it's
Yeah.
enough for everybody. So
Right.
that's where a lot of the jealousy, the envy to me growing
Yeah.
up. Now, not now, but growing up, I used to face, and it was like, Dad, yo, I don't mean no harm, making sure I smell good, making sure I look good, making sure my drip is together. I don't mean
Yeah.
no harm.
Yeah.
This
No
is
pun.
this is me. This is me
Right.
stepping out. So, handsome man problems, like it speaks for itself, and I have a ton of things on good end, on the bad end of being a good looking woman and
Yeah.
being a handsome man.
Yeah.
It comes with it. And
Man, man, you getting so much good feedback right now, and I can't wait to acknowledge all of these people
oh
that's on the
man,
line, and I'm grateful to that. And listen, bro, and again, you hopped on so much stuff because again, nobody talk about these little things, these little hairstring things. You get what I'm saying? That
very
turn out
little.
to be very very big, and it's the unspoken language nobody want to address in the room, especially as brothers. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right,
And here's the other thing too, and I think you had sort of tapped onto it because again, we talked about obviously, the stereotype. We talked about the unwanted attention. Sometimes we talked about the jealousy and resentment. How about the pressure of maintaining appearance? Like, because again, I guess before that, my question would become, when was it the pivotal time, in the moment, without being a narcissist, right? You
hmm
decided, or you discovered, you know what? Yeah, I used to say, I'm handsome to sort of build my self esteem up,
uh-huh.
but yeah, I really am handsome because I got all of these people, these females are coming at me, these what I'm saying, people hating and stuff like that. Like it must be something to this. And so again, we talked about the appearance, like sort of kind of connect those
Right.
for us.
I mean, I really real it was that moment in time when I realized that, you know what, I am handsome. And
Yeah,
handsome, this is when I realized I'm gonna take on this. When I accepted the fact that I had some problems, and
this
said
is
to
what we do.
myself,
This is what
like,
we
you know
do.
what, it's gonna
This is what we
be
do.
okay. It's
Yeah,
gonna be okay. These issues that you're dealing with, it doesn't take away none of the handsomeness that you display on the outside. It doesn't take away none of that. What my job and my goal was to coincide the two. Okay, I look good, so let me go get some help. Let me go read some
yeah,
books. Let me take care of myself. Let me get some therapy. Let me do the things to not only look good on the outside, but
but
look good on the inside
yeah,
when people have questions, they want to know, how do you do this, or how, hey, look, this is a job. Just because you see me dappered up, every now and that's a job within itself. But the bigger job is making sure I'm dappered up on the inside. So
yeah,
if I'm not feeling good, like I'm talking about feeling, that's my next phase.
yeah,
Everyone that's listening, I hope you guys take the time out to tap into who I am.
Yeah.
My next phase is feeling myself. Like I want to
Mm,
feel myself. When people
mhm.
say feeling yourself, it's not just looking good, y'all.
Not
It's
negative connotation. Yeah.
nah, it's the internal, your inside. How
Mhm.
does that look? So for me to put together an outfit, I gotta say how I'm feeling. How I'm feeling. How I'm feeling. I literally go like that. How I'm
Yeah.
feeling. How you feeling, Rome? How you feeling today? You feel like you wanna tear some stuff up or what? You know, I get into myself. I'm
Yeah.
feeling myself. I'm
Right.
feeling my mood. I'm feeling how I want to feel. So when I step out, yeah, I know when I see those eyes go like that,
Yeah.
it's no surprise to me. It's like, yeah, I put time together for me. Yeah, I
Wow.
did that. So it
Wow.
takes time to put a handsome man or a beautiful woman together. I'm looking at it like this. She ain't just take 3 hours just to put on clothes. That hour was how she feeling, how she vibing on the
Mhm.
inside. What
Mhm.
was her mood? Is she in the mood to twerk something? Is she in the mood to two-step?
Mm.
Is she in the mood
Mm.
to just stand there? How is her mood? And guarantee you, for me, based upon my mood is based upon how I'm dressed. And I have gotten a lot like, yo, that's calm. And in my
Mm.
mind, I'm saying, because I feel calm. I really do. I really feel calm. So
Mm.
I base
Wow.
everything off of not how well I look on the outside, but
But on
how
the
well I'm feeling on the inside.
that
That's
yo
where
man.
that's where it
It's,
come. That's where I'm rooted from. Like I
yeah.
I I take time to make sure I look good on the outside, but the root is how I'm doing on the inside.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, bro. I mean, yo, so much value, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, wow. Amazing, amazing, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, speaking of the inside, real quick, people often ask, well, do nice looking ladies, do nice looking brothers have insecurities? You know?
Yes,
You know
they
what I'm
do.
saying?
I
You
mean,
know?
I just want to answer this and I'll let you go. Yes, we do have insecurities. That's why we take the time to make sure me, and I'm saying for me, I take the time to make sure I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Yeah,
because I do have some insecurities,
yeah,
but one of those insecurities is
yeah,
I tell you this, is not towards another person. If I see
yeah,
another man that's dappered up, hey
yeah,
man, you put that together pretty good, pretty nice. Yo, you look good with that on. Because I know for me, I know the time it took for me to put together. And I'm gonna assure that it took that person some time to put that together on the
yeah.
inside and the outside. So you
Facts.
know what? I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that one up and say, yo, that blue hat you got on, that's fly. Because I know before you put it on, you thought to yourself, is this gonna go with not only how I'm looking, but how I'm feeling, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's amazing because sometimes you got certain people who wear a specific color. Like I'm feeling this color today. This is how I'm feeling.
Yeah,
I'm I'm,
right.
I'm I'm feeling this outfit today. Because
Yeah,
this is what I want to display, and I want to display what's on the internet. I'm gonna tell you, it's so important, like you said, to have that not even just confidence, but to know this is my being on the inside. So everything that you're seeing, you know, and watch this. Even if you're wearing a purple hat and yellow sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, it's gonna shine because of how you're feeling on the inside. You feel what I'm
it's gonna
saying?
shine no matter
It's
what.
gonna shine because who you are on the inside. And I mean, you got so many different comments and stuff like that. And wow, oh man, my sister Angela Hall is on the line. Yo, big lady, Yolanda, Brathwaite, big lady. All these, they're wonderful, wonderful people. I'm gonna get them and I'm gonna shout them out. But listen, bro, real quick, I know you're in the cold.
It's
I,
so
I
no,
just need
no,
to
no,
take
no. Let me
one quick
stop you. Let me
commercial.
stop you. Oh, I'm about to say, don't feel bad for me being outside because
Yeah,
this is work. This is what I do, you
I
know.
feel you, bro. Yo, let
Okay,
me tell you
okay.
something. You're great on the inside. You heard what I'm saying? You're great, bro. Give me 1 second. I
You
want to. I just
got it.
want to take this to the to commercial break real quick and
All right,
pay
all
quick
right.
bill.
Yeah, everybody hands up like this. Yeah. Hey yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do.
Y'all already know what's up, man. Trey Chaney, BMF, The Wire, St. Jacinta's Tales of a Grown Girl. We hosting it right now.
Do with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do. Coming soon to a city near you. Grown girls NYC, that's how she do. MC Heaven's in the house. Be at
We live and direct. We about to set it off. Great play. I'm hoping everybody loves it.
Thanks for the opportunity to be in your
Excellent. The play is excellent.
Deep message, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Very deep.
house is Bronx, the Long Island, God always had you. You share your life, bright lights and stages. May the Lord protect you from the haters in the
Phenomenal cast. Gonna do their thing. I got a wonderful director. This is gonna be played. So, so I hope y'all like the music and everything. Stay tuned.
You thanking my friend Serena for bringing me to DJ God. It's rocking on the ones and twos.
Definitely come out and see it.
Thank you.
Tour coming to a city near you. Yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through it. Tales of a grown girl, y'all know how she do.
Tales of a Grown Girl. Y'all know how she. Don't forget, Yolanda is coming out with her Manifestation and Faith brunch, and I want y'all to go and take a look at that. It's going to be February 17th. It's going to start at exactly 12 noon, and tickets are still available. Please go and also, she's also one of the, I call it now. I know all these wonderful, beautiful ladies behind her are going to do some great, dropping jewels and stuff like that to the ladies. But I also know that Yolanda herself is going to be one of the speakers. That's her in the front. And don't forget her ebook. You know what I'm saying? It's right there on, Amazon. It's an auto book. $12.99, Tales of a Grown Girl, the book. And it was a book first before it became a play. So please, y'all, do me a favor, go check it out. Know that she's on fire and doing great things. I got to pull my homie back in real quick, and let's get this back on. Yeah, man. Absolutely, bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, these challenges, they're big, bro. They're big. Those little hairstring, right?
Right.
Those little hairstring things. And I tell you, bro, and I got about 3 more points for you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And again, we know the jealousy, we know the resentment, pressure, maintaining the appearance sometimes for some people who feel that they got to hold themselves up. I would like to believe also that the people who try their best to hold themselves up and it has added pressure to it is because of the insecurity on the inside that they probably haven't dealt with. But when you have somebody like yourself who've dealt with, the internal man and every day, and again, like you oftentimes talk about on your podcast and on your page, the mind incarceration, because obviously that's exactly where it comes from. Everything starts within the mind. I like that. Be not conformed to this world, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Renew your mind. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That mind is the thing that you're battling with. And we know that your conscious and your subconscious, they go neck and neck, and your conscious talk to your subconscious talk to your actions and or your feelings. You feel what I'm saying? So in between that is the paradigm. That tell you, even though you're a pretty lady, that you're ugly, even though you're a handsome brother, that you're ugly inside and out. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's that paradigm that we've accumulated, you know what I'm saying, during the years of coming up and stuff like that. Watch this, it's difficult sometimes. They talked about, you know what I'm saying, in being taken seriously. And I don't understand that type of concept as to what they were talking about, in professional and in a professional context, handsome individuals and or pretty ladies, they might struggle with being taken seriously, as a colleague or as a supervisor. You know what I'm saying? Because of their appearance and because how pretty, the young lady is, they might like, I can't take you serious. Like I don't understand the concept. If you're looking at a person, like as if they're a person, I didn't know that the outer appearance that way would allow for somebody to be taken not seriously. I think my opinion should be taken more seriously. But I think where they're coming from is, the actual employee being a flirt, to the individual, that can't be taken seriously. Do you have anything to say to that, bro? Or how do you feel about that particular perspective? Have you ever experienced any of that? And if not, fine. But again, what are your thoughts about it?
Can you repeat? You was going breaking up a little bit.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So they were saying that pretty ladies, handsome brothers, you know what I'm saying, rather internal or externally, cannot be taken seriously in a professional world, particularly because maybe that particular individual is not taken seriously because of the people that might like them or favor them. On the job and stuff. So let's say that person is a supervisor or a manager, and you're trying to give out instructions, and they're like rather gazed or dazed or whatever the case would be, or just laugh, or I don't know. I've never really been that particular before. So, but do you have any take about that? Have that been?
I would just, I do actually. Some of that's like you said, some of that is pressured, meaning like, an employee might take a liking to a supervisor because based off of how they look. And I feel like as a supervisor, you gotta understand that that's what comes with it. You know, you gotta do your job professionally. You know, you're in a professional field, and you might have to use some of that handsomeness or prettiness to get people to work professionally or do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I felt like I've experienced that where because it was almost taking a liking to me, they didn't take me serious, and it was like, nah, my position means well too. You know, I
Yeah.
know you find my parents very attractive, but my position is attractive to me and I need my position. So I'm gonna have to hold you accountable in your position as your supervisor, you know, in this situation.
Yeah.
But in a professional way, I felt like you want to keep a certain type of relationship with your employees so that just in a small form of fashion, that person is able to, I get not, I don't even want to say, I guess that person is able to, let's just say, do their job at the highest, because not only that you didn't use that handsomeness or that prettiness to your advantage, you actually used it to what is needed for, and that's your job. Like, this is our job. Let's just say
Mhm.
this is our job, and I understand if you really like me, you'll do your job good, so I don't have to fire you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Look, it's not getting no further than you liking me.
right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? But if you really like me, do your job.
Do
You
your
feel what I'm
job.
saying?
Do your
Do your
job. You know
job.
what I'm
I'm
saying? It
looking at,
ain't
yeah.
right. I'm
Yeah.
glad you cleared that up for me, because that's what I meant. But
Yeah.
you
No, no,
know,
no. Yeah.
it was more on that behalf. Like, if you like me, then do your job so that we don't have to stir up and write. I don't have to write you up and
Absolutely.
whatever.
You,
You
you
know.
know,
So
bro, I oftentimes think about, I'll never forget going to a restaurant. And I think at the time, I think Puffy had a restaurant in Harlem somewhere. I forgot the name of it. Anybody remember the name of the restaurant? Tiff, I don't know if you know. And I like the way Tiff says you have to keep your integrity. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
mean, people are dropping
that's the
jewels
word.
up here. I mean, Angela Hall,
Yeah,
she's
that's
saying
the word.
God's gift. Absolutely. If you're looking for charisma, yeah. Oh man, yo, they are dropping Jews up here, bro. You go, but here's the deal. I oftentimes think, yeah,
Shout out to them.
yeah. Shout out to everybody on the line, and but I forgot. Oh, it's called Justin's. I think it was called the restaurant that Puff had at one time. I think it was called Justin's or something like that, right? Justin's, yeah, it was called Justin's, and I'll never forget going there for the first time because people were bragging about the food, and at that time he was Puffy before all this other craziness that was going on and stuff like that. So, and I said, all right, well, let me, we went over to the restaurant, and all he had was these high model looking females, with these short skirts, to wait or be waiters. And he had, I guess, these gentlemen that were, I guess, models and stuff like that. So that if the table were full of females, then they'll have the guy, and if the table is full of guys, then they'll get the female, what I'm saying, as a waiter or waitress. You get what I'm saying? And my point is, I think what I'm trying to say is that, again, people utilize, the way people look and they hire them accordingly, even in corporate world. You know what I'm saying? You got some people who are secretaries, and you see the secretary that don't look like she look like corporate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like that she look, if you know what I mean. And then
Yeah,
sometimes
absolutely.
you got these people sometimes who desire to take a look at a specific look of, the kind of females that they want around the job and stuff like that, to their preference, because that's what they want, to be able to work better or whatever the case be. I don't know, for whatever it is. I'm not putting anything in anybody's mind or mouth, but what I'm talking about, the stuff that I look at and the stuff that I see. You feel what I'm saying? And so again, they oftentimes got these looks, people who, look like a particular look to dress up their establishment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And again, the reason I'm saying this too, bro, is I guess my next question, is that even though we have a lot of, us men have a lot of, insecurities and stuff, I'm always reminded, and I think it's a statement more than a question. I'm reminded of barbershop. Remember we talked about this, and then we had the young brother who worked in the barbershop, the light-skinned brother with the eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got the African dude. I think it was barbershop part 2, y'all.
Yeah.
I want to follow what I'm saying. And then he was in love with I forgot her name. Dang, how could I forget? But it was Eve who played the part. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
yeah.
and she's like, who drank my apple juice and stuff like that. But he was so, the African guy was so, in love with her. He's so intrigued with her. He had asked the light skinned brother, what I'm saying? Yo, I think his name is Terrence. how do I get a woman like that? The way you get the woman and stuff like that. He says, listen, have nothing to do with how you look. It's how confident you are. He says, look at Biggie. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He says, yeah, because, and he bought her flowers and stuff like that. And, and again, it's amazing to me because there are a lot of people who would, bend over backwards for, and I mean, that's just figuratively speaking, for a particular aesthetic and look. But then, and I think you want to speak to this right now, which is, okay, fine. You get the dream lady that you want with all the aesthetics. You get the dream guy ladies that you want with all the aesthetics. But if he or she not good on the inside, that's the dude beating you up. That's the girl that's embarrassing you. You can't take it to the the corporate party, or what I'm saying, or the meeting, or whatever the case would be,
Right.
because she looked nice, but her name is Bushika, and she'll curse you out in a minute,
Right.
And again, how important is it to develop character, over aesthetics?
Man, that's the to me, that's the key to the before the aesthetics. Like, your aesthetics can't go the way you want them to go if you don't have the right character. So to say that, there's plenty of people that look good, but their inside grooming, it doesn't match how they look. So it's like you get confused, you get boggled, like, oh man,
Right.
You threw me off. I thought
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So again, this journey, Handsome Man Problem, it's still a podcast. But it turned into a journey for me because I learned how important that it was for me to have the character first.
Right.
So when I
right.
first started out, it was like, I'm still going through this stuff.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to keep going when it was like, I have to solidify myself first as
Yeah.
my character before I can tell another young brother, hey.
Yeah, I think we
Sorry,
sort of. Okay, yeah,
sorry,
okay,
it
you
went
went
out.
out. It's all right.
Don't do this,
Before you,
or don't.
hmm
What was the last thing you heard? I'm
before
sorry.
you could tell another young brother what you're saying,
Okay.
you
Yes,
don't
it's
do this.
very important to groom yourself on the inside before the outside, because
Yeah,
no matter how you look, that character is always going to show. And I'll take that to a place where I used to do things, and let's just say I'll get in a situation, I have a problem, and after it all, I'll sit to myself and say, that's not me. Why did I do that? I feel embarrassment. I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
sabotaged because
yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't my character.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I will have plenty of moments where it was like, that wasn't me. To where I'm at today is like, I'm not going beside myself, where I'm going outside of who I am for anything or anybody now.
yeah,
So it's very important. Character is the most important thing. That to me, that got me my privileges, let alone how I looked, my
yeah,
character. I
yeah,
learned that, yes, it was my looks, but it was more so my character that carried on anything that happened for me.
right, right,
I felt like, yeah, it's that's what took me on this journey, was building my character first, let
yeah,
alone knowing I had the handsomeness. I had the privilege to just walk up in any spot and get what I want. I had that, but I didn't have the character to say thank you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it was like, I didn't want to be that person. I didn't
yeah,
want that for me. I didn't want that for me. So
yeah,
Handsome Man Problem speaks for itself, to where, yeah, it don't matter how well you're groomed on the outside. It
yeah,
matters to me more how well you're groomed on the inside. And I
absolutely.
stress that, and I stretch it as long as I can, because it's no way around it, to the men and the women. It's no way around grooming yourself well on the inside. And the word that I'm not sure of her name, but the word was integrity. You want to keep your integrity, even though you can use the privilege as much as you can. You want to still have your integrity, because that's where the character relies in your integrity. It
Right.
don't matter how you look. If you have integrity, I tell you this: if you have integrity, you're gonna look way more handsome. You're gonna look way more beautiful as a woman when
Absolutely.
you have integrity. So that's where I'm at with Handsome Man Problem, is building my integrity along with my handsomeness. So yeah,
Yo,
it's
man,
important. It's
that's
important.
amazing, bro. Amazing,
Important.
bro. I mean, like Jules being dropped. Two more questions for you, then we're gonna land this plane, bro.
That's fine
Um,
with me.
what do you say to the individual, the brother, right? I want to paint
Hmm.
the picture because my ideal audience are people we grew up around. I came from the Reddick projects and stuff like that, and we have people who made mistakes, who have many other children by maybe many other different people and stuff like that, or
Right.
maybe they have different a bunch of children from one
Right.
individual. You know what I'm saying? But at the
Hmm.
end of the day, um, a lot of times men, we tend to share our value with the number of the money we have in our pocket. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And or sometimes we begin to take a look at the stuff that we don't have. We begin to feel low self-esteem and stuff like that. Trying to get back to a place. There was a young brother that at one time that's on the line who is saying, I remember having my drip. I remember him saying having, what it was. I remember keeping my haircut and stuff like that. It's not like that now because of my
Right.
circumstances situation. But where could I
Right.
start?
Right.
I want to, but I need a jump start, right? There's somebody on the line that's going to
Hmm.
look at it. I need a jump start. Where should I start? What could I do to be able to boost my confidence back up? I'm not getting it from my companion too much. We're fighting too much, and her and I we're doing this, and she's showing me and explaining to me how much I am not. But she's the one who bagged me when I was. So now that
Hmm.
I'm not, how do I
Right.
get that back? Do it just go away? Come
I
on,
love
you
this
feel what I'm
question.
saying?
I love this question.
You feel what I'm
So
saying?
to
So
that
what?
person, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
My
I'm
bad.
done. I'm
Finish the
done. I'm
question.
done.
All right. So a lot of time for my platform, it's really getting out of that mental incarceration. A lot of times as brothers, what we've done, a lot of us handsome brothers, um, and I said this word early, we've shrunk ourselves into a place to fit in. So maybe that brother had to shrink himself for the person that he's with. He had to do this in order to be with that person. It happens. It's fine. It's dandy. But I want to tell this person that it's time to unshrink yourself and big up yourself back to that person you was before you even had the drip. You was a person before you had that drip. It's a saying, what's a small thing to a giant? That person
Mhm.
was a giant before and once took the courage, the bravery. I'm using these words because it takes that to have to bring yourself down to a place where you're not comfortable at, you don't fit in at. So I would just say take some time to big up yourself again. Not to step on nobody, but to big up yourself.
Yeah.
To be that giant again, to bring yourself back to a place where you feeling,
Yeah.
I said this earlier, where you're feeling yourself now.
Mhm.
You're feeling your internal. And it
Yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with the drip. The drip does make us feel big sometimes. It does.
Right.
But the internal to me makes us feel bigger. So get
Wow.
back to that place where you know who you are,
Wow.
regardless of the drip you have, regardless of what this person may have told you. You
Yeah.
know you've had good intentions that may have turned bad. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Look at yourself and know yourself. Know that you was a big person before you shrink yourself to this little person that you may be feeling. And I'm saying you because I don't want to blame the person that you're with. I don't want to blame the exterior things. I want to blame you so you could take a look at these things. Take a
Bars.
look at these things that you might have succumbed or submerged or
Wow.
took yourself, purged on. You might have
Right.
purged on the drip for a little while. You might have purged on the women for a little while. Now it's time to, okay, you shrunk yourself down. You got to see yourself down here now and
Yeah.
then big up yourself to a place where none of those things mattered if you had it. You had it and you don't have it. You still a big person with or without it. And
Wow.
my saying was, you was a big deal before you got the deal. So don't
Yeah.
shrink yourself just to deal. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
what I have to say.
Wait.
A
Say
lot of
say that
times
last part. Don't shrink yourself because it sort of froze up.
you don't shrink yourself for the deal because you're a big deal. You know,
Okay. Got you.
and you know what I mean. And it just goes along that line of knowing who you were before you got the deal.
Wow.
And
Wow.
you might have had to shrink you might have had to shrink yourself before the deal,
Yeah.
but knowing who you are before the deal will allow you to know that you don't have to shrink yourself for anything. You
Yeah.
don't have to. You may, so let's just say, to compromise, or for some grace, you might have to for a second.
Yeah.
But I would say just don't get comfortable in
Yeah.
that position, because we compromise for a lot of things and for people every so often, but let's not
Wow.
stay stuck in that compromising position. Big up yourself, feel yourself again,
Yeah.
get back to the things that made you happy.
Yes.
A lot of times being with someone, it takes away from that. And that's why that's me saying again, compromising.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have
Absolutely.
to. And saying to ourselves, I'll get back to it later, and we never got back to it, and we looking at the situation like it was the situation fault that took me away from it. It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
It might have, but get back to it now.
Yeah.
Get back to
Yeah.
it. Big up
Excellent.
yourself.
Excellent, bro. Yo, listen, bro. You didn't answer my second question, so there's nothing else I have to ask
Oh.
you on that. Yo,
Oh,
bro,
man.
listen, we're about to land the plane, but I want to just acknowledge my boy Wade. Oh wow, Wade Maines, good to see you. Tiffany Bates, good to see you again on YouTube. It's good to see Wade with coffee. That's my guy. He's on here. Yeah, good to see you, sir. Want
I
to
just-
acknowledge those of them who are on out. Good to see you, Gabby. Good to see you, Tosh. Good to see you, William Holly. What's up, bro? Good to see you, Nicole Harris. Now, listen, I want everybody to understand too. I may not call your name because Facebook don't show me all the names until after I get off, and then I go back and I look at the replay. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, Bishop Dwayne, good to see you, brother. Good to see you, my dude. Willem A. Martin, good to see you. Jackie Harris, good to see you. Real quick, Ralph Ferguson, good to see you, my dude. Good to see you, Sherrod. Good to see you, Angela Hall. Hey, Pastor, you'll be sweet. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Wow, good to see you again. Keith, good to see you. Ellen, good to see you. John Arrington's on the line. Suki, good to see you. Lisa Palmer, good to see you. Shelly Sheraton, good to see you. Big hug. Love you much. Carolyn McLean, good to see you. I want to say shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, on the line. Again, good to see everybody in our email chat. Good to see all of y'all. Just want to acknowledge you. My guy, I wanted to say, brother, thank you so much, man. You know what I'm saying, for even being with us, bro, being in the cold, talking to us, bro. You know what I'm saying, and giving us great value, bro. Let people know where they can find you real quick.
You can find me at handsome_man_problem
Yeah.
Instagram. Handsome without the D, because that vitamin ain't for everybody.
All
But
right.
that's my handle. Handsome Man Problem under all handles: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Handsome_man_problems. And I just wanted to say this. I saw something that said settling should never be the option. But I want to say, yes, you're absolutely right. Settling should never be the option. But if you make the best of every situation, you will never see yourself as settling, because you made the best of it.
That's good. That was great value. That was Tiffany Bates, who's always dropping some great jewels. And I want to just say to all of you, thank you all for even communicating. I'm gonna go back and take a look at all of your comments and stuff like that, because this, rather you know than not, I'm gonna tell myself this is how I get other content. When I look at your all of your comments, and I'm like, yo, we need to talk about that, And again,
Right.
I wanted to say, yo, bro, I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, this not gonna be your last time, of course.
Right, right.
You're my brother. You know what I'm saying? You've
I
been,
appreciate the opportunity, man.
Yo, thank you for doing what you do, bro. Thank you you wanted to say something else?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody that was in the comments, giving the word, giving whatever they could give in the comments. I can't see it, but any advice is, all advice is good. I just want to thank everybody that took the time out of their day to step into the Manifested Thoughts podcast with myself and Donald Francis. And I'm definitely looking forward to speaking to some of you guys at a point in time, hearing from you guys. The brunch, I'm gonna speak to you later to see if I can get the information from that. And
Absolutely.
and
Yolanda Brathwaite, yeah.
Yeah, it may step out to that and network and see what's going on out there.
There you go.
Again, thanks for everything. Thank you everybody that tuned in, and I definitely looking forward to hearing and seeing you guys again.
Bless you, man. So look, hang tough. Don't go nowhere just yet. Go in the building,
Gotcha.
dog, because I ain't gonna bring you back on. Hang tough for a second, all right? So listen, y'all, that was my boy Jerome from Honsome and Problems. If y'all gotten value, do me a favor, please let me know. Give me the thumbs up. Thank you for the comments and everything. And let me tell you something. I want to say this real quick. You know, every man, every woman, you know, beauty, they say, is within skin deep. It's from inside out. You know, you might not feel like you have the drip like somebody else. And a lot of times you got people wanting to be like other people because of this one thing, because that particular individual is confident in who they are. And maybe, you know, maybe the problem with some of it is we're not really confident in accepting who we are, you know, and that's part of what internal is all about. You know what I'm saying? You got to have an internal change, you know, and you have to change yourself internally to say, wait a minute, no, let me change my perspective on the things and how I look at myself. Treat yourself with kindness. always be great to yourself. You know, it's not being a narcissist, but be kind, because I'm gonna tell you the reason why you have to give yourself being kind. It's because you can't give anything you don't have. And that's just what it is. A lot of people can't give love, they can't give kindness, they can't give, you know, respect and stuff like that because they don't have within themselves. The real drip is your character and what you say. The real drip is how you treat other people. You know, having a heart, you know what I'm saying, is not based upon how much you love people, but how much you are loved by people. That's the Wizard of Oz. It's so true. But listen, y'all, I want to say, don't forget real quick, and I want to just get this in real quick because I didn't get a chance to get every ad, but today I want to make sure I get this ad. Listen, don't forget our Real Block Film family. You know what I'm saying? They are part of America New Network family. Please go and look for the motion picture Love. You know what I'm saying? It's right there on, matter of fact, it's on Real Block Pictures right there on YouTube, but also you can go to America New Nation, download the app. Please go and do that. Please, please, please. Let's get these views up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it going, y'all, because we have some Black African-American brothers who are doing a great thing. We want to support everything that they do. Don't forget my brother, Jerome Honsome and Problems. Sister Angela Hall's on the line. She's about to do a big, great thing. And I hope that she'll give me all the information so that we can also promote it right here on Manifest Thoughts Podcast. Listen, y'all, this your boy, Donald Francis. Look, I'm always happy to be with y'all. And it's always a privilege and a pleasure. You know, I hope that y'all survive in the snow. You know what I'm saying? Please be safe out there for all of you going to work. I got here about 6 something this morning, but it felt good because I was so happy to have consistency in the weather. Love y'all very, very much. Can't wait to see you all on tomorrow, 10:30 in the morning. Come join me if you can. I appreciate all of you. Love you much. This your boy, Donald Francis. And don't forget, you know, go share this with somebody and go love on somebody and give something that you have to offer. And I'll talk to y'all on tomorrow. Peace, y'all. And again, Jerome, you the man, bro. Appreciate you very, very much, man. Love you much, man. And talk to y'all soon.